for joining us on Your Kentuckiana Home. We have a very special treat for you today. We are with the famous Hall of Fame jockey and Louisville sweetheart, Pat Day. Thanks for joining us, Pat.
Oh, thank you. Nice to have you in our home, and nice to be on your show.
So it is so much fun to be down here in your lower level with all this Derby memorabilia, and probably your most prized possession, the replica of the roses that you got when you won the Kentucky Derby.
Well, in 1992, we were fortunate enough to collaborate with Little E.T., trained by my dear friend Lynn Whiting, owned by Mr. Kelparty, men that I'd had a lot of success with before. But we collaborated that afternoon and got the Run for the Roses, absolute highlight of my 32-year racing career.
So what are some of the other most memorable moments? You have a lot of trophies on display here.
Well, this is the results of 32 years of an incredibly successful racing career. I got to ride some of the best horses in the country, won most of the major races at one time or another, and this is what that represents.
And what are you doing now once you've retired?
When I retired in 2005, the Lord led me to commit my time full-time to sharing the gospel, something that we've been doing since 1984 when I first came to Christ. And immediately after I came to Christ, I thought I was being called into the ministry. But the Lord revealed to me through the work of a chaplain at the racetrack at Hot Springs, Arkansas, a friend Mike Spencer, through Mike, through prayer, through searching the scriptures, that he'd say me to work within the industry. Then, as now the only vehicle that's actively endeavoring to bring the love of Jesus, the gospel message, to the people in the racing industry, is the Racetrack Chaplaincy of America. And so I'm very invested in that ministry, very supportive of that ministry. I'm the president of the Council for the Kentucky Racetrack Chaplaincy, which we'll be having a fundraiser coming up here, Derby Week, called the Race for Grace. Myself and Elliot Walden will be talking about how the ministry, not how it started, but our involvement with the ministry here at Churchill Downs and Kentucky at large at that time.
And what a lot of people don't know about the backside of Churchill Downs is there's a whole town back there. There's a school, there's a church, and people live on the backside. So tell us a little bit about what that life's like and what you do for the people that live there.
Well, in a nutshell, what the ministry does is tries to meet some of the physical and some of the material needs of the people that live and work back there, but most importantly, to give them hope through the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ. We have a church service on every Monday evening, a bilingual service, because the bulk of our backstretch today is Hispanic individuals that speak very little or limited English. And so we have a bilingual service where it's presented in English and Spanish. And our chaplain we call it a ministry of presence. Throughout the training hours from 5:30 until 10, they're walking through the barn area, meeting, greeting the folks that are working back there, cultivating relationships, as I said, helping to meet some of the physical, some of the material needs, but then offering them hope through the cross of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Some of the things that you help the people on the backside with are just the necessities that we take for granted for, socks, shoes, clothing, things that we have every single day that we take for granted.
Right. We have a clothes closet, and we also have a food pantry. The food pantry also, they have toiletries that, as you said, many of the things that we take for granted that are available to the people that work back there.
And if someone wanted to help the ministry, how would they go about doing that?
Well, there's a number of ways that you can help. You can certainly call our chaplain, and forgive me, I don't know the number right offhand, but you can call the chaplain at the racetrack and inquire as to what you might do in the way of volunteering. Certainly monetary money is always useful. It takes money to get the ministry to go, which is the reason for our upcoming fundraiser, Derby Week, that I spoke about earlier. And then, of course, they can come on Monday evenings. We have churches that supply meals on Monday evenings for the people that attend our church service. They're certainly welcome to volunteer to do something like that.
And you guys take products as well, because at Christmas time I went to the dollar store and got shampoo and razors and Rich, the chaplain, was saying they need socks, so I went and purchased all of that stuff and dropped it off to him.
Yeah, Rich Gimmel's our executive director and doing an awesome job.
So what's the name of the fundraiser that you're having again?
It'll be our 15th annual Race for Grace. That's the title of the event. It's on Monday evening, held at Churchill Downs on the 5th floor. And as I said earlier, myself and Elliot Walden, who was very helpful in forming a full-time chaplaincy here at Churchill Downs, we'll be talking about the ministry that evening.
Thanks for joining us so much today, Pat. We really appreciate it. If you would like to participate in the fundraiser, you can use the information on your screen.